All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Playmaker Pod. I'm your host Isaac. This is your co-host Joseph, and oh man, the reason I'm laughing today, right, is yeah, if you paid attention to the last episode, we know Joseph said that he was about to go on a bit of a hiatus if the 76ers ended up losing. They ended up losing, but Joseph showed up like a man today. He didn't back out of this. He's ready to get this over with. So, Joseph, we're gonna let you get started. What are your thoughts on this game? I know it's got to be heartbreaking. So, just get it over with.
You know, it was heartbreaking, but then I just fucking now I'm just like mad now. So I want to start off with we'll talk about James Harden later, but I'm gonna start off with Joel Embiid first, cause Joel Embiid today, yeah, to me now it's not even a competition. Like I don't even want to hear people mention Joel Embiid's name when they talk about Jokic anymore. So I'm tired of Embiid too. I'm gonna talk about Embiid too because Embiid, Game 6 didn't play good. Harden didn't play good either, but Joel Embiid's supposed to be the MVP of the league, and he didn't show up in the last 2 games of the season. Either of them. What else? And then, it's not even Doc Rivers' fault that much, to be honest with you, because his players just didn't play good. It's kind of Doc Rivers' fault too, because he's also, I'm pretty sure this is like his 7th time choking a 3-2 lead in a series. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gone. He's fired. He's not coming back. This is probably his last job that he's gonna have. This is probably his last chance, and he's gonna get fired. Well, he's probably gonna be a scapegoat first. First of all, he's gonna be a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Harden's probably gone. Harden's gone. Oh, he's not coming
Back
back.
to Houston.
I guess probably. Yeah, Harden. I'm also done with Harden as well. I've been a fan of Harden, and it doesn't fucking pan out at all. It just doesn't give me no joy anymore.
Hey, to be fair, bro, he's the reason why they even got two of the games on him.
Yeah, that's why I'm not completely disrespecting him, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm taking a hiatus of supporting Harden for a little bit, man, because it just brings me pain. Yeah, it's just like,
Oh man.
I'm just like fed up, to be honest with you. That's what I feel right now. But yeah, it was Harden's fault too. He couldn't shoot. Him and Joel Embiid couldn't shoot at all in this game. Either of them. Let me pull up the stats, because I know both of them sucked ass. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure Tyrese Maxey was the leading scorer for Philadelphia.
It was Tobias Harris.
Oh, it's Tobias?
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Embiid had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 turnovers, and shot 27% from the field. And then let's see James Harden. James Harden, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. He had 5 turnovers.
Holy
And he was 3 for 11
bro.
from the field. So, yeah. Yeah, Tobias is the only one that had a decent game. And Tobias still shot 1 for 7 from 3. But yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Celtics went on like a 23-3 run at one point. So it was just over. In the third quarter, it's over after that.
It was in the third, yeah. It was actually pretty competitive in the first half.
Yeah.
And
It
the
was.
third quarter, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, it was just over. So yeah, for Sixers, sadly, I'm pretty sure Embiid's gone. I think Embiid's gonna get traded soon. Not this year. Next year.
Okay. Yeah.
I personally would just trade him
bro.
already because I don't think you're winning a championship with him as the number 1 option, to be honest with you. I'm just sorry to say. I don't think it's happening.
Yeah. It's pretty insane, yeah. Embiid, yeah. People are going in on Embiid right now. Everywhere you go, bro. Everywhere you go on Instagram, you go on YouTube, you go on Bleacher Report, bro. Everybody's going in on Embiid for like a fraudulent MVP and stuff like that. Yeah, you need to.
I'm not gonna say his MVP was fraudulent because of the regular season. It's regular season MVP. So it wasn't fraudulent. But that wasn't fraudulent. But his playoff
Yeah, they're calling him like one of the worst MVPs and stuff. I don't know. They're just going in on him, bro. They're going in on him right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about his MVP because he deserved it. It's regular season.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Playoffs.
I'll agree with that. Yeah. But now you want to compare him to Jokic and like who's the better player, the best center in the league? Yeah, I think that
It's not
became
comparison
pretty
anymore.
clear. Yeah, they became
no.
pretty clear after this.
Yeah. Embiid seemed like he was scared of the moment, so that's another problem I have with him. It's just done. It's just sad.
There's something about Joel Embiid. Not Joel Embiid. I guess the 76ers in general, ever since that last finals appearance, that they can't make it past the second round. Like, for whatever reason, for whatever type of curse, I don't know, the basketball gods won't allow them to get past the second round. Which is pretty crazy to me, to be honest. They're like the Clippers were for all that time until they finally made it through like 2 years ago. That's the way Philly feels like to me. They're just the Clippers of the Eastern Conference as of late.
Yeah, to be honest, if I was Philly, I would just rebuild. It's just blow it up and rebuild. Because there's no hope.
Uh-huh.
Because Embiid already showed me that he's not going to win anymore. I don't think it's going to be hard for them to win. With his team, at least. And Harden's gone. I don't see Harden coming back at all.
Yeah.
I forgot what Harden said something
man.
right now. He was in the interview right now. They asked him about Doc Rivers, about his relationship with Doc Rivers, and he was like, "Oh, my relationship with him is okay. Yeah, he's fired. Doc Rivers is fired. So it's not
Doc.
He's gone.
Yeah, bro, he's out of here. He's out of here. And Harden is more than likely headed back to Houston.
Yeah, which I don't want anymore, to be honest with you. But,
Yeah. I never thought that made sense from the start. Like, from a stylistic standpoint, bro, you got a whole bunch of young guys, and then you got James Harden coming in there like he's going to do something. I don't know. I think you would want to give most of the ball usage to Jalen Green, if I'm being honest.
well, to be honest with you, all James Harden does now is because he's a passer now, so.
He'll still let Jalen Green. Yeah, he'll still let Jalen Green take over the ball.
He doesn't want to shoot the ball anymore, so he doesn't want to be aggressive anymore, so it doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, I'm just
And Joel Embiid, he's got to be a number 2 somewhere else.
yeah, or maybe he just needs a new team because he ain't getting the job done. He ain't getting the job done here. Sadly.
Oh man, that's crazy. This is like one of the first year. Well, I mean, he did kind of get injured in the playoffs, but I mean, they won a game without him, so I mean, it didn't really matter. That was most of the thing about Joel Embiid earlier in his career, that he had durability issues. But this year he was actually able to stay healthy for most of it too. That's why he ended up winning MVP. And you thought, okay, Joel Embiid is healthy now. Let's see if they can make a run for it. But man, Boston put him down. Boston put him down really, really hard this game.
Yeah, Embiid's, I can't. There's no defending Embiid anymore. Embiid already showed everybody again. Yeah, this was his chance, and he failed. And Harden too. I'm a very loyal person, but I don't know how much loyal I can stay loyal to him anymore. I'm just done. I'm just disappointed.
Damn.
I'm just disappointed after every single year. So it's just.
Oh yeah, man, that's tough, bro. I tell you, this is another one of the best chances Harden was gonna get, bro. This is another one of the best chances.
This is probably his last good chance, unless he ring chases. Unless he ring chases in the offseason, this is probably his last best chance. His last chance.
It's not happening if he's going back to Houston. Not happening if you go.
Like maybe in like 4 years, maybe in 4 years, but not right now. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, but he's gonna be an old man at that point, bro. It's gonna be Jalen Green and Jabari Smith and Alperen Sengun, hopefully carrying that team. If they develop, and that's not even a guarantee that they'll win a championship either, because he's still got some young stars out in the East. He still got Morant. Well, we'll talk about Morant later. But you got SGA in Oklahoma. You still got Luka in the West. Like, it's not a guarantee that that they're gonna be like legit title contenders in 4 years.
Yeah, hopefully Harden's. I don't want Harden back on the Rockets. I need a break from Harden now. I can't. I can't deal with it anymore.
I need a break from Harden.
I need Harden to go somewhere else so I can just enjoy the Rockets next year and that's it. I'll just enjoy the Rockets. I don't have to worry about Harden anymore because I don't know. I just can't deal with it anymore. I'm just sad.
You gotta. What if he was to go join the Lakers on a cheap contract?
I don't know.
You still supporting him because he's getting this ring. Maybe that's the best shot to win a ring, probably right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some time off from Harden, and I'll come back and think about it. But yeah, I'm not.
Looking forward to the lottery.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the lottery. If the Rockets get a 6th pick, though, I'm just done. I'm not taking a hiatus because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be done.
Oh man,
Because
yeah, I'm gonna have to be running solo episodes for the next few months.
yeah, I'm gonna have to take a wild break. Yeah.
that that'd be tough as a Harden fan and a Rockets fan. That sequence of, yeah, that'd be absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
He's a free agent though, so he gets to pick where he gets to pick where he goes this time.
Yeah. For
You think there's no hope for them?
the Sixers?
Yeah, like if they
No,
were to
I
bring
mean-
back Harden, maybe bring in a new coach. Bring back Harden, try running it back. Bring in Mike D'Antoni, see what happens there. You don't think there's any hope at all?
No.
Harden and Embiid duo, no hope. They gotta blow it
To
up.
be honest, next year it's probably just gonna be Embiid and Maxey. To be honest with you, because they have no assets to get anybody else. So it's just gonna be. It's more likely just gonna be him, Maxey, and Tobias. Maybe a couple of other role players. That's it. To be honest. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Embiid's not gonna request a trade this offseason because he's just gonna look like a fucking, like a bitch if he requests a trade.
After this, yeah.
He's gonna just look like a bitch. So.
Yeah.
So
But
even if they
next
lose Harden, they don't
offseason,
get,
yeah.
so they don't. If they lose Harden, they don't get anybody else. He's just stuck with them for at least a year.
Yeah, but see, then it'll be more valid for him because at least he could he could say that Philadelphia didn't put anything around him.
Yeah.
He can at least bring up that argument.
Yeah, he'll still look like a bitch kind of just because of how playoff losses he has, but it won't be as bad as this. If he can't request a trade this offseason because
If he does it right now, yeah, no, it's gonna
If he
put
does it
a
right now,
pretty
nobody's
bad
gonna like
name
him
on
at
him.
all. Nobody's gonna like him.
Yeah, yeah, that'll put a very bad reputation on him. To be honest,
At
bro.
least if you wait a year, the Sixers fans maybe can understand a little bit. But if you just do it right now, then everybody's gonna hate him. Even everybody's
The
gonna hate
Philly
him.
fans are gonna go in on him, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be like, what? This guy's gonna choke in the playoffs and then request a trade right after? Oh my god! Imagine
Yeah.
how pissed you would be as a Philly fan.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where Harden's gonna go, but
Pretty
it's tough.
Pretty sad loss right there. All right, anything else you want to get off your chest about the Sixers before we move on?
No, not really. I think we're done.
All
Let's
right,
just move on.
well,
Let's talk about
yeah.
We didn't talk about Boston that much, but Jason Tatum delivered at 51 in this game. A lot of people were doubting him with his inconsistent play. He still has inconsistent play, but he showed up the last two games when they needed him, especially in the fourth quarter into Game 6, and in this game he had 51. 51 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. So yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
he
let's
really
get
delivered.
to the Eastern Conference Finals preview now. It's gonna be Miami versus Boston, a rematch of the bubble.
Yeah, both
Yeah, both rematches
conference
of the bubble.
finals are bubble rematches. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Are you expecting a different result here? Because last time we had Miami winning, I'm pretty sure you got. I don't think you see that happening again this time around.
Yeah, I don't see Miami winning. If Boston plays the full capability, I think they'll pull away Miami on 5. To be honest, if they play the full capability, if they don't play the full capability, then that's when it gets scary. Maybe it could be 6 or 7. But I'm for sure. I think Boston's gonna win the series. I just can't see Miami's. I don't think Miami's team is good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I had Miami as my sleeper team, and they've done me pretty good so far. So far. I honestly didn't expect them to make this far, to be honest with you. Especially after I saw they were gonna be playing the Bucks in the first round. But yeah, I'm gonna have to keep rolling with Miami. They haven't disappointed me up until this point. Honestly, I think Boston is a better team, but they have shown it. They showed it a lot in the first series. They have a tendency to play down to their competition sometimes. And I don't know, if you get the same Boston that came in game 6 and 7 for these past 2 games against Philadelphia, I think they should probably put away Miami pretty quickly. But they've shown in the past they tend to let their opponents into the series. And Miami at home is undefeated still. I don't think they've lost yet at home. So, yeah, I think they could take this out to like 6 or 7. And I don't know, bro. Playoff Jimmy comes through. We might be seeing the Heat in the finals once again. This time as an 8 seed. So I'm gonna continue to ride with them. Pretty unexpected to see them make it this far, but let's see how far they could go.
Yeah, talk more about Boston a little bit. I think Robert Williams and Al Horford are gonna give Bam Adebayo a problem because Bam really can't do anything else other than mid range. Really, Robert Williams will give him problems in the paint, and Al Horford too. Even that mid range game, he did it to Embiid. Embiid likes to shoot a lot of mid range. He gave him trouble.
Yeah.
And Bam Adebayo is nowhere close to even being as good of a mid range shooter as Embiid. So I think the only problem, it's basically just Jimmy Butler. But
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. So from Boston, I'm just throwing Derek White, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown at him the whole game. Okay, I'm gonna try to let everybody else beat me except for Jimmy Butler, because I don't think anybody else can beat him other than Jimmy Butler. Because I'm gonna be real here. Max Strus ain't gonna fucking do anything more than likely. He ain't gonna be consistent at least. Caleb Martin can get you some threes, but there's really nobody else that's gonna take over this game. Because Kyle Lowry's not the same player anymore. Oladipo's gone. And Tyler Hero's not going to play this series either. So,
Yeah.
it would probably be different if Tyler Hero was playing. Give you some more capability in scoring on the wing. More consistent scoring. Because Caleb Martin and Max Strus, they give you the scoring, but they're not as consistent as Tyler Hero is. So, that's probably going to be a problem. And Miami. This Miami team shouldn't really be a problem for Boston. They shouldn't really be a problem. But like you said, Boston plays down to their level sometimes. So Boston just plays like they're supposed to, and this should probably be a wrap. But like you said, it could be serious. I could see this being interesting just because of the way Boston plays. But I don't know if Boston's gonna mess with Miami because they almost lost to Philadelphia, which they probably should have put Philadelphia away like in 5 or 6, if we were being real. They should have
swept Atlanta too.
Yeah. They should have probably swept Atlanta, and they should probably put away Philly in 5 or 6. Because game 1 against Philly, they should have won. They should have won that game.
Yeah.
So, it just depends on how Boston plays the series. If Boston plays at their full capability, it's probably a 5-game series. If they let Miami stay in this, I could see it. Them upsetting. I'm just worried about Miami because in that New York Knicks series, the last few games they really weren't playing that good. It was just New York shooting
It
themselves.
was just New York being terrible. Yeah. I'll tell you.
So I don't know how much gas the rest of this roster has in Miami. I know Jimmy Butler probably has some gas left, but I don't know how much the rest of this roster has. Because I don't know how much you can rely on Caleb Martin and Max just shooting so good that many times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They get hot when they're there in Miami. For some reason, they could get pretty hot when they're down there in Miami. And I tell you, got playoff Jimmy too. If he comes out swinging the way he did against Milwaukee, you see, he didn't really need to come out like at that force against New York. The rest of the team, the rest of the team was able to get it done, but New York was just so terrible that Jimmy didn't really need to go that crazy like how he did in the Bucks. But I tell you, if you get Jimmy Butler like how he was in the Bucks series, it could cause some problems for them. And Jason Tatum, you shown it before. Although he did show out in these past 2 games where the Celtics won, there's games where he doesn't really do too much. And Jaylen Brown is the main guy there. So I'll tell you, I think it's gonna be a real challenge to see who the better player is between Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler. We've seen some debates lately of like, who's the best player right now between Tatum and Butler. I think like regular season, obviously it's Tatum, but then once we get into the postseason, Jimmy Butler takes his game to a whole nother level, and then it becomes a real debate on who you would rather have between Tatum and Butler once you get to the playoffs. So this series right here should really settle the debate once and for all. It's 1-1 right now. Jimmy and the Heat took one in the bubble. And then last year, as a 1 seed, they lost to Boston in the conference finals again last year. The Celtics took that one. So it's 1-1 right now. It's going to be the third game, or the third Eastern Conference series in the past 4 years between the Celtics and the Heat. So we're going to see how this one goes.
Is it? Yeah, past 4 years, yeah. What is it called, though? Well, I'm just worried about this Miami's depth because, like, Malcolm Brogdon's better than everybody else in Miami except for Butler and Bam. Derek White's better than everybody other than Butler and Bam. Even if Marcus Smart, too. So I don't know. That's the only problem I have with him. Like, Jimmy Butler can do whatever he wants. So, like, Jimmy Butler can have, like, 40 series, but if his team doesn't play anything good, then they're just done. Because Jaylen Brown is better than Bam. And you could argue between Tatum and Brown. Yeah, that's an argument. Mm-hmm. But Brown's better than Bam.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'd say Boston, don't get me wrong, bro. Boston does have the much more talented roster. Boston, if you just look at it on paper, Boston should walk through Miami, if I'm being honest. If you look at it on paper. But there's some outside factors, too. I'll tell you, Miami being undefeated at home. When they get to South Beach, bro, we saw it against Milwaukee. Like, you have some random players popping off. Like, there's that one game Max Strus popped off out of nowhere. And Caleb Martin. So, I'll tell you, bro, you get production out of players that you wouldn't even expect. And that you don't really account for stuff like that. So, that could possibly end up happening in this series again. Like you said, maybe they ran out of gas. So, maybe they ran out of gas these past 2 series. But you can never count out the Heat, bro. I think we've been counting out the Heat ever since the first round, if I'm being honest. Everybody thought Milwaukee was going to run through them. And they've been proving everybody wrong ever since the first round. So, see if they can keep it up.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the Western Conference Finals. So, real quick recap, I got Boston, and Isaac's got Miami. And we got LA versus Denver. LA is my sleeper team, but I do not want them to win. I just can't root for them. This is where the road ends for them.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a Denver Nuggets fan for the rest of this playoffs. The Denver Nuggets win.
Yeah. You don't want to see Boston win. You don't want to see LA win. You probably don't want to see Miami win.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I know. Only problem I can see for Denver in this series is AD against Jokic. But if Jokic is really the best, Jokic has a chance to make himself the best player in the NBA because Giannis got his team's knocked out of the first round. And if he wins the championship this year, he can prove himself as the best player in the NBA. This is his chance. Because if he wins the championship this year...
No, this is a legit shot right here.
Yeah.
Legit shot. He hadn't been getting criticized as much as Giannis for not winning a championship up until this point. But this is his best shot right here, if I'm being for real. They get the revenge on the Lakers for the bubble year. I tell you, it's a rematch of that Western Conference Finals. The Lakers pretty much ran through them. Now you got the opposite situation where Denver's the 1 seed. They're the favorites going into this series. And, oh man, they got a chance to reverse the outcome. I also think Denver wins this series. But I tell you, we can't sleep on the Lakers, though. You had them as a sleeper team, and they've proved you right. So that just comes to show that you can't continue to sleep on them anymore. They still got LeBron. They still got Davis. When they're at their peaks, they are a force to be reckoned with. And, man, Jokic, like you said, too, Jokic has a shot to, like, legitimize himself as probably the best player in the league right here. Or at least make it a debate between him and Giannis right now.
What is it called? Yeah, I'm definitely not sleeping on the Lakers. My gut feeling is telling me to pick the Lakers, to be honest with you. I was being smart. Just pick the Lakers. That's what I'm feeling right now. But I don't want them to win. So I'm
yeah. Your heart is picking the Nuggets just because of how much you hate the Lakers.
Yeah, I was picking my brain. I'm leaning Lakers, to be honest with you, but I do not want them to win. So, hopefully Denver wins. I swear, if it's fucking Lakers Boston, if it's Lakers Boston, I'm just gonna lose it because I basically I'm just done.
Oh man, yeah. It'd be a cool series for all the old heads, like for all the nostalgia right there. All the old heads that saw Magic and Bird, and then again with Kobe and KG and Paul Pierce. It's a good nostalgia series, I'm not gonna lie. But for the people who aren't fans of the Celtics and Lakers, this might be a pretty tough series to watch, bro. Cause I don't think if you're not a Lakers fan, bro, a bunch of people can't stand the Lakers fans and the Lakers in general. And if you're not a Celtics fan, I'm pretty sure other fans in the Eastern Conference kind of despise the Celtics right now. They got two of the most, how do I put it, annoying fan bases in the NBA. You could agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so if you're not a Lakers or Celtics fan, or just an old head who likes the nostalgia, it might be a tough series to watch. So, you wouldn't be the only one.
Yeah. So, yeah, Denver this is their chance to win. I don't know. What I probably want to see the most is probably Denver versus Boston. Just because I think those are the two best teams. When I look at them, that'll probably be the most entertaining series.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. But, yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
If I'm just going to pick a champion, though, I'm probably picking the Boston to win it all. If I had to pick out of these four teams, I'd probably pick Boston to win the whole thing. It's probably not going to be smooth.
You don't think Denver has proved himself enough?
That what?
I say you don't think Denver has proved himself enough throughout the playoffs?
I don't know. I believe in Denver. I just think Boston's better.
You think Boston's better? Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why I don't think it's clear. It's not clear.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like a favorite out of the bunch. But, yeah. I think Boston will probably win. It probably won't be easy for them because the way they play. But, yeah. If they can take care of Miami quickly, like they're supposed to do, like if their team plays at full capability, they can take out Miami quickly. That will help them a lot. So, that'll also depend. Because if they let Miami stick around in this series, it's gonna be dangerous for them. But, yeah.
Yeah. They're set up. I'd say they're set up for it, bro. They had that heartbreaking loss last year. They should be coming out hungry this year. They don't have the Warriors on the other end either. I don't think. Well, I mean, the Nuggets are still a great team, but stylistically, it's not the same type of matchup as if you're playing the Warriors. Because, I mean, the Warriors, they've had that championship experience already. They had done it they made it to the finals like 5 times in the past before. And so, they had that experience ready. They had been through that. They had been there, done that. They've been through the wins. They've been through the losses. And so the Warriors was going to be a much more tougher matchup automatically off that. Denver, you're coming into a fresh team, a fresh opponent that they'd never been to a finals since. Bro, it's been a long time. Under Jokic and this current core that they have right now, they hadn't been to the finals yet. They've been to the conference finals, but they hadn't been able to make that step and finally take it all the way. But, so... Yeah, I feel like they're probably built for it. Yeah.
Yeah, Boston matches up. They match up pretty good with all these teams, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, like, Denver, it's because Boston's just deep. They have like the deepest. They might be the deepest roster in basketball, and they have everything. They have everything you need to be a championship team. Like Al Horford and Robert Williams, you could switch them. You could switch both of them on Jokic the whole game. And it's not like you're gonna lock up Jokic, but that'll give Jokic problems. Because Horford's pretty old, but he still plays really good defense, and Robert Williams is still a pretty good defender. So if you just throw both of them at him the whole game, it's going to be pretty tough for him. And basically, Denver's guards don't match up that good with Boston's guards, though, to be honest with you. That's the problem that, like, Jamal Murray and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope against, Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart. Boston probably has a good match advantage, just size-wise and defensive-wise.
Yeah, probably. There's a much more better... You can count on Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart on defense way more than you can count on Jamal Murray and KCP.
Yeah, Jamal Murray, he's had some good games. He's been inconsistent a little bit. Not like the way he was in the bubble before he got hurt, but he's been inconsistent a little bit. So that can make some problems there. But Denver's also got a pretty deep team as well. They got Bruce Brown, Jeff Green. The Lakers is probably the toughest matchup with the Celtics. It's not that much of a disadvantage, but yeah, you still have to deal. I guess it's the same deal with AD. You can throw Robert Williams and Al Horford on him too, but and AD also has off nights, so it's not as tough as it is going to be to deal with Jokic. But you also have to deal with LeBron. But to be honest with you, at least in the regular season, Tatum's play better than LeBron in the regular season at least. And
Yeah, I can't get mad about that. Yeah.
yeah, and LeBron hasn't his playoff run. He's been pretty good, but it's not like he's been
Not like he's like prime LeBron. Yeah.
yeah, not prime LeBron. So you should have the advantage. Like LeBron has the experience, but Jason Tatum has experience too. At least 1 year. He made it last year. He has some experience.
Yeah.
It's not like he's walking in rosy-eyed and all that. He's not like it's his first time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like I said, they're probably the team that's most built for this right now. I mean, the Lakers, yeah, they've won their championship, but I mean, I don't think their roster is as good as Boston's is. Boston has a roster, and I tell you, they've been through it. They've been through the losses. They've been to the finals, and I tell you, this is their chance to push through it right here. Tatum's had his superstar games already. We just saw it right now in Game 7, and I tell you, Game 6 too. So if any team's built to get it done, it's Boston. But I tell you, you can't count out that possibility. Like, let's say we're just talking about the most likely matchup, which is Denver versus Boston. Let's say the most unlikely situation happens, and we get a rematch from the bubble, and we're seeing a Miami and LA NBA Finals, which I'll tell you isn't outside of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, that would be an interesting finals. I can't see I'm not sleeping on them. I just can't see them. I don't think they're good enough to be Boston. Like, even if Jimmy Butler goes off, I don't think the rest of the team's good enough. I'm not disrespecting Butler. I'm just not.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst roster Miami's had. They made it to the conference finals, but it's probably the worst roster they've had in a couple years. Like, everybody else on the team, other than basically just Bam and Butler. Because Kyle Lowry is like a fucking shell of himself. Like, Kyle Lowry is a shell of himself. Maybe if they had Hero and Oladipo healthy, their roster would look a lot better. But it's just Max Struss. And the only guy I'm really even considering is Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin's been consistently good. And Max Struss and Gabe Vincent have been terrible sometimes. Like, this game, Gabe Vincent goes like 0 for 10 from the field, and he has like 6 turnovers. So, but they have to play him though, because Kyle Lowry's not any better. It's just like Kyle Lowry is just worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if Miami can pull this off, bro, we're gonna have to start looking at Eric Spoelstra as one of the all-time greatest coaches, bro. We're gonna have to do it, man.
I think Doc Rivers was Doc Rivers was out coaching Joe Mazzulla a little bit in this series. They didn't wind up winning, but I don't really think it was because of the coaching. It was because Jason Tatum delivered and then Joel Embiid and Harden did it. So
yeah, that's true.
I don't think Mazzulla is that good of a coach. Like, I don't think, like, he's obviously, I think
it would have been better off with Ime.
Yeah, obviously, they would have been better off with Ime. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But yeah, if they had Ime, they probably wouldn't even have to worry about the Sixers, to be honest with you. But they don't.
Yeah. And so, now Ime is off somewhere else, so you don't even have the possibility of him coming back either. He's off to Houston. He's off to bigger and better things.
Yeah. With the Lakers, the Lakers have really good. I don't know if the Lakers make it past Denver, they have a legitimate shot to win though. Because, if they prove themselves against Denver, then I'm gonna give them respect. But Lakers have also, I don't know how much I can trust their run. Not much, because it's like Golden State just seemed like they were fucking dead in the water some of these games. Like Game 6, they're fucking dead in the water. Game 4, they just let Lonnie Walker beat them. Got him? Like that's just sad. If Boston or Denver let Lonnie Walker beat them, that's just sad for them. Like, you can't let Lonnie Walker beat you. That's just it's just done. And
even Steve Kerr.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to say, even Steve Kerr said it himself, bro. Like, that Warriors team was the furthest they were gonna get. He said it himself, that Warriors team wasn't a championship team. And if Steve Kerr says it, bro, he's been in so many championship teams, from the Bulls to the Spurs to now here in the Warriors, his whole run. He knows what a championship team looks like. He said it himself. This wasn't a championship team.
Yeah. And Memphis, you already see the problems that John Morant's causing still. So they were just like never. They're throwing fucking Dylan Brooks under the bus. That's crazy. They're throwing Dylan Brooks under the bus, too. So you see the way Memphis is right now. It looked like a dumpster fire too. So they beat the Lakers and they beat the Nuggets, and yeah, I'll give them more respect. But they still, like, this is probably LeBron's best chance to win another ring because it's gonna be pretty tough to win a ring these next couple years after this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I just don't. There's teams on the rise in the West too, like the Pelicans. If they get Zion healthy, they can make some noise next year. And then the Thunder too. The Thunder can do. Their players are continuing to develop. They're a young team, so eventually they're gonna be like a top five, top four seed. And the Mavs too. The Mavs, see what they do in the offseason. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough. Even the Grizzlies, because I think eventually they'll get their shit together. The Grizzlies, they'll get their shit.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Well, we'll talk about them later, cause
Yeah.
there might be some stuff hindering them this
Even
year.
Phoenix. I think Phoenix, if they just make some moves with the roster, they can be a legitimate, like, team. Because they're not that far either. Like, they're definitely not that far. They just need to, like, get more depth. And they would have been better.
Got their duo, yeah.
Yeah. Like, already had Devin Booker and KD. You saw what they were doing. You saw both of them. If they just had a decent team around them, they probably would have won. Because they were just both averaging, like, 35 plus a game. So that's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
So this is their chance.
Maybe if CP3 was 35 instead of 37, and DeAndre Ayton wasn't so soft, and he actually played like a number one pick.
Yeah, maybe those two guys. I actually want to talk about Phoenix later too because they fired Monty Williams. But yeah, I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised if the Lakers win because my gut feeling is telling me to pick Lakers, but I'm not gonna root for the Lakers. So I'm gonna pick Denver.
You're not gonna root for the Lakers?
I'm gonna say Denver like in 7. I think it's gonna be a 6-7 game series though. I think at least that far.
They'll take it pretty far. Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah. I think it'll also be 7. I think both series will be 6 or 7 games. I legitimately think Miami's gonna push it to 6 or 7. That's just me though, but I can see them both going 6-7. I got Denver as my final prediction for this one. So my finals prediction: Miami versus Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rooting for Denver either way to win the finals though.
Yeah, you're rooting for Denver the rest of the way.
Yeah, like the only way I'll ever root for Boston is if Boston plays Lakers. I'm not really rooting for the Lakers. The Lakers I hate the most. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to see the Lakers win. I'd rather see the Celtics win. Because to me, even the Celtics fans are only toxic right now because the Celtics won. And everybody was like, after Game 5, everybody was saying that the Sixers were going to win the series. Mostly, everybody was counting them out.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason they're toxic right now. So I can understand that. So
yeah.
They're not as bad. They're not as bad to me. Like, maybe the racist fans, but the racist fans are more like the ones that live in Boston mostly. Those are the racist fans, the ones that actually live in Boston. So they don't really bother me as much. The Lakers fans, I fucking hate the Lakers fans. They're the most brutal fans I've ever seen. So I can't see. I just can't. I just want them to win. But yeah,
it's crazy too when you get Lakers fans and LeBron fans teaming up with each other. Oh my god, that's a whole new level of toxicity right there.
Yeah, my prediction is probably Boston and Denver, and I have Denver in like 6 games. I'll give an actual finals prediction when it happens. That's just right now. If I had to guess right now. But yeah,
you got Denver in 6 against the Lakers, and then Denver versus Boston. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They both make sense. But I'd say you can see it could go either way. All right, so let's move on to the next story of the day. We kind of already dabbled into this one. But the Suns, in my opinion, this looks like a big scapegoat right here. Using Monty Williams as a scapegoat for their failures. And they're going out and they're dismissing him. After 2 embarrassing losses in back-to-back seasons, they're gonna go out there and they're gonna fire Monty Williams. I don't know who's better out there right now, to be honest. I thought, wasn't Monty a 2-time Coach of the Year?
I think he was just 1. He might be 2.
One time. It was last year, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know
after
he's for sure
4 seasons too. After 4 seasons, this kind of frustrates me, right? Because Monty, I think the Suns forget that they were a poverty franchise. They're a legitimate poverty franchise up until Monty Williams showed up there. Their best, like literally until Monty Williams came there, they became one of the top teams in the West. He helped develop a team that was at the bottom of the Western Conference, the bottom of the entire NBA. He took them and brought them to the finals in his second year as a coach? And it's not like, and it's not like, oh, they gave him a superstar team. Like, no, bro. Hey. Devin Booker was there in Phoenix for years and years. He didn't do anything until Monty got there. So now you want a scapegoat?
To be fair though, I'm not blaming Devin Booker for all those bad years though, because Devin Booker was only playing on that team that was realistically even good. Like, realistically, if you look at that team, you can't put it on Devin Booker. Like, I know you hate the Suns and Devin Booker and all that stuff, but you can't. I just have to make it clear. It ain't Devin Booker's fault that they sucked all those.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was Devin Booker's fault, but it's not like he took a team that was like it's not like they just threw some all-star roster together and then now all of a sudden they're good.
No.
He took a team that was trash. They went 8-0 in the bubble. Then they threw in another piece right there, and then he took a team just by adding CP3 all the way to the finals his second year. And then the next year off that, they were to build off the momentum, and they were to be at a number 1 seed in the West. I'm pretty sure everybody had him as their finals favorite until they got smashed around by Dallas. And then again this year they had a top roster, but I mean I don't think it was really his fault that they traded the entire depth for Kevin Durant and they got stuck with no depth. So this move really bothers me, bro. This move really bothers me. They really forget how much of a poverty franchise they were before Monty.
Yeah, I don't understand why they fired Monty. Like, I don't even think he's a scapegoat. I'm pretty sure Aiden and CP3 are the scapegoats. I thought they were gonna use them as the scapegoats. I think both of them are getting used as scapegoats, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but they deserve it though.
Aiden and CP3 deserved it. So it's like they're the actual scapegoats. But they shouldn't even be called scapegoats. They're just the guys that deserve the hate. But
yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah, I think Monty will probably get a job. Probably.
He has to, bro. God damn.
Yeah. I think he might go to the Sixers, to be honest with you. Even if they lose and if they lose Harden and all that, I think he might go to the Sixers because he used to coach for the Sixers before he got hired by Phoenix. So I think that's probably going to be one of their options because Doc Rivers is probably fired too. But I saw that Tyronn Lue might get fired, so everybody's getting fired.
I saw that. Phoenix was going to try to heavily pursue Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, that's what I think they want. Tyronn Lue's a good coach. I don't know why Tyronn Lue would even want to leave.
Him too. I don't even get why it's his fault either that Kawhi and PG get hurt every single year. How do you blame that on Ty Lue?
Yeah, with his Clippers run, Tyronn Lue pretty much showed that he's actually a good coach, and it wasn't just LeBron carrying him. He's actually a good coach. So I don't know why.
Yeah. No, he proved the doubters wrong and his Clippers run, but I tell you, it's not his fault, bro. That fucking Kawhi and PG can't stay healthy.
Even if Phoenix, what is it called? Even if Phoenix, hires Tyronn Lue, I don't really think it's just like the same thing. Like, I don't really think it changes much, coaching wise.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Because it's not like it's Monty Williams. I don't think it was his fault because he basically just gave him Kevin Durant. He had to work. He basically traded his two best wings. Those are like his two best wings. You traded Mikal and you traded Cam. Crowder. You traded all the depth. And Drake Crowder. You traded all of them. When you got KD and you gave him one off season, not even off season, half a season. You gave him half a season to work with it. So it doesn't make sense to me why you got fired. But maybe the only reason I can think why he got fired is maybe they want to keep Aiden. Because I know him and Aiden didn't like each other, basically. I know that.
Yeah, but you're choosing Aiden over Monty Williams, bro? Monty Williams is the one who brought you out of fucking poverty.
Yeah. Also, it's a new owner, so the new owner doesn't have any fucking, I don't think he has any fucking care for Monty Williams, to be honest with you. Like, he doesn't have the same connection to Monty Williams.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So, the way the owner could be looking at it, the owner, he could be looking at it like, oh, our number one pick doesn't like the coach, so maybe we move off of the coach. Maybe something like that.
Yeah, but he's not affiliated to Aiden either.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's the only reason. That's the only way I could look at this because I think if obviously Robert Sarver he did some pretty stupid stuff. So that's why he got fired. That's why he got forced to sell the team because of what he did.
Oh
so,
yeah.
So Monty Williams probably would have a job probably still if he still had him. But yeah, they have a new owner, and I guess the new owner changing things up. But I don't really think there's any upgrades. There's really not an upgrade. Like, Tyronn Lue's not even going to be an upgrade or a downgrade. It's just the same shit, basically. Like, it's not going to change much.
Ime is already off to Houston, too. It's not like he's going to back out and pull a Josh McDaniels and then all of a sudden sign with Phoenix.
I don't even think Ime would have been an upgrade, definite upgrade. He would have been the same shit, too.
It would have been the same thing, yeah. I genuinely don't know how you could... Like, this is one of the biggest scapegoats I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. One of the only things I'm happy about in basketball right now is at least we got Ime before everybody else fired their coaches. Because for
real. They would have been trying to get Ime.
Because Ime was probably the best candidate out of all of them this offseason. I'm surprised Ime just didn't wait, so everybody got fired. Cause he could.
Yeah, there's much more better teams right now than Houston.
Yeah. And he probably knew that he picked us basically over all these other teams. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I think I saw that Milwaukee's interviewing Mark Jackson, so maybe he'll finally get a job again. You never know.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Phoenix is gonna bring in Mike Budenholzer.
Oh, I don't think Mike.
Bro,
Mike
what the
Budenholzer
fuck is that gonna do,
You know,
bro?
Mike Budenholzer. You know, I understand that he's not that great coach, but he won a championship with their team, and they fired him just 2 years after. So what the fuck? I guess they lost the first round, but still.
Well, I think they knew, bro, because the writing had been on the wall for a time, bro, for a minute, bro. I think the only thing that kind of bailed him out was that championship. That could have bought him 2 more years with the team.
It's just crazy to me because last year even when they had no Middleton, they almost beat Boston, and they probably would have won the finals if they had Middleton that year. Again, they would have been back-to-back champions probably. So it's just crazy to me that they just go off by one. I understand it was a bad loss, but they just went off by that one thing, and we're like, oh, we're done. Like, it's so crazy. Like, he still
They
has
lost to Miami in 5, yeah.
Yeah. Like, he still won the championship. They were they down 2-0 to Phoenix, and they came back and they won all 4 games in a row, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it's all just obviously some of it was him. So some of it was obviously him because if he was a terrible ass coach, then they wouldn't even made it past Brooklyn at all.
Yeah, nah, for real. Yeah, so he deserves some credit, man. He deserves some credit.
Yeah, and Nick Nurse too. Nick Nurse. I don't know what the fuck the Raptors think too. Nick Nurse is a pretty good coach, and they just fired him too just because. Oh, no, we're not. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they think. It's not like the roster's so good. They got fucking.
Yeah, for real.
Not good anymore. Like for VanVleet was like this is like his worst season ever. So I don't know what you expect when you have him as your point guard running the team. What do you think is gonna happen? So I don't know. And Scotty Barnes just fucking had a sophomore slump. So it's just like, what do you expect Nick Nurse to do? I don't understand.
Yeah. It's like these teams think the grass is greener somewhere else. I don't know if the grass is actually greener, bro. I genuinely don't know.
Like,
You're gonna bring in Doc Rivers? You're gonna bring in Doc Rivers to coach?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Doc Rivers is probably the coach that gets like. It would be crazy if they keep Doc Rivers, and he's probably the coach that gets fired the most.
For real.
And I'm not even blaming Doc Rivers that much, but last year it was Doc Rivers' fault. That series against Miami, Doc Rivers' fault. The last year when they got eliminated by Atlanta, it was mostly his fault too. So he already has a resume. And this year, you blow another 3-2 lead. What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna get fired. So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, he's another one of those too, bro. That he can't get to the conference finals at all. Cause I remember the Clippers, bro. He couldn't get that shit done. Ever since Boston, bro, I don't think he's been able to make the conference finals. The Clippers weren't able to get to conference finals. You sent him to where did he go after that? Philadelphia, right? He went straight from the Clippers to Philadelphia, and then they haven't been able to make a conference finals, man. So he's another one of those. I'd say him and Phoenix would fit perfectly together. If I'm being honest. They get to choke together into the divisional round.
I think Rivers will probably get hired again. Cause I don't know how he got hired after the Clippers run, but he's probably gonna get hired again.
There's a lot of new openings, bro. There's a lot of new openings for him.
I think he might not. I think he might get hired next offseason though. Next year. I don't think he's gonna
get hired. Take a year off. Oh,
yeah,
man. I'd say him and Phoenix is a match made in heaven.
Yeah. I think Phoenix. I don't think the Clippers should hire Tyronn fire him. I mean, if they fire him, it's just done. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah.
Yeah.
The only coaches to me that got deserved to get fired off the spot were fucking Silas. That was probably the only coach I think like, I was 100%. He's a terrible head coach. When I looked at him, him terrible head coach. And obviously Doc Rivers now he deserves to get fired. Both of them deserve to get fired.
After choking so many times, yeah.
And that's how bad this playoff run went. But those two coaches. 100% deserve to get fired. What's his name? Dwayne Casey. You could make an argument that he didn't even deserve to. Maybe another year. Maybe at least one more year because Kate Cunningham was fucking injured. You had fucking Bogdan Bogdanovic as his best player. What do you think's gonna happen? You think you're gonna win games? So.
Yeah, for real. I guess it's because they didn't really see any improvement out of the team year to year. I think that's their thing.
Yeah, well, they traded all the players. Basically, he's coached. Basically, that were actually good.
Yeah.
Like Killian Hayes' ass.
Exactly.
Nick Bay was the only other player that showed promise that you guys drafted. That they drafted? He was the only other player that showed promise. And he's fucking traded. Killian Hayes is the most trash. He's trash. That dude sucks. I'm like coach player that suck. So
yeah, for real. It wasn't really his fault either.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough for Dwayne Casey, bro, because he also got fired after being coach of the year. I mean, I guess it worked out for Toronto because.
Yeah, to me, I don't think you can definitively say that he deserved to get fired. Like, I don't think he deserved to get fired. But it's not like definitively. You can't say definitively. I can understand why you fired him, but I don't think he deserved it. That's why I'm.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make an argument for keeping him still.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make an argument for keeping him. Like, Silas, there's no argument.
Silas had to go, bro. Yeah, Silas had to go.
Yeah, there's no argument. And then, what's his name? Nick Nurse, I would have just kept Nick Nurse, to be honest with you. But a bulldozer, I can understand why you fired him. I don't think he fully deserved. I think I'm like 50-50 on that. I can see why he got fired, but I can also see why you should have maybe just kept him somewhat. But I can see why you fired him. I think it was just time to move on. But I don't think he deserved. Like, I don't think he like fully deserved. Like, one bad year, you're done, man. You're getting fired. Even though you won a championship last year, we probably would have won a championship the year before if we didn't have Chris Middleton injured. But I don't think he deserved it. But I can understand. And then what? Tyronn Lue, if he gets fired, I don't understand that one. You know who should get fucking cut off the team is Kawhi Leonard. You can't even fucking stay on the court. So what the fuck? You're gonna cut him? That's a real problem. You know the real problem in the Clippers team is Kawhi and Paul George can't stay healthy. That's a real problem. You ain't just gonna fucking cut them. You ain't just gonna fire them, are you? No, they're not gonna do that. So if we're being realistic here, that they're the real problem of why the Clippers can't do anything. It's not.
But they don't want to put the blame on the players, bro. They want to scapegoat the coaches nowadays.
Yeah, look, what thing is Tyronn Lue? What? I don't think firing Tyronn Lue and getting a new coach is gonna keep Kawhi and Paul George healthy though. So it's not really gonna matter.
Yeah, exactly, bro. He tried to load manage them too, bro. That's the thing. It's not like he was overplaying them, bro. He tried to load manage them, and they still got injured, bro.
Yeah, and then Phoenix. I think Phoenix would have legitimately be. Maybe they would probably be the favorite next year if they just upgrade the roster a little bit. Like if they change up the roster around the Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, they'll probably be the championship favorite, the betting odds favorite at least next year. So I don't know why they fired Monty.
And they had to fire Monty. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy, man. Yeah. Okay, so now let's move on to some of the other news that happened today, and now we're saying that this might turn out to be a pretty lengthy suspension. And it turns out John Morant didn't learn his lesson from the last time, because here he is again, flashing a gun on IG Live. Well, I think this time it was his friend that was recording it. His friend kind of did him dirty right there. But now he's suspended from all team activities. And this is by the Grizzlies, too. He's suspended by the Grizzlies themselves. He's suspended from team activities. It's reported by Woj that this will be a pretty lengthy suspension from Adam Silver, starting at the beginning of the year next year. This could be impacting the Grizzlies, man. Like you said earlier, they're starting to kind of look like a dumpster fire over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore about Ja. I don't know what the fuck Ja. What the fuck are Ja's friends doing too? Why are they always recording him all the time? Like even if he had guns and all that shit, like why are you even recording? What the fuck are your friends doing either way? Like I'm not blaming the friends, but I'm obviously blaming him. But what the fuck are the friends doing? What the fuck goes in their mind? People that
they're not helping him out, bro.
Recording. Like you could be doing all this, do all that shit you want. As long as if you did all that shit without it being recorded, nobody would give a shit. But it's the most stupidest shit I see when they record it when they put it on IG Live. What the fuck are they doing? I don't understand.
Yeah.
And if you go to the Instagram pages, all their fucking comments are private and all that shit. So it's fucking funny as fuck.
So they know it too, bro. It's like a new.
Oh yeah, Josh has been private too. Josh's been private since what happened last time. So.
He's still private. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. They already paid him too, so tough.
The Grizzlies are stuck with it. Yeah.
I don't know. We already basically went over this last time. It's just I don't know what you want to do.
There's not really much extra, too. Yeah. The only thing is that the suspension might be worse this time around. I tell you, I think Adam Silver kind of went light on him the last time. It was like 8 games. I think Adam Silver went a little bit lighter on him. They're like, okay, you know what? We'll take his word. We'll think he'll change a bit. Nah, this dude didn't change one bit, bro, according to this, man, because still hanging around the same people and still doing the same shit that he was doing before. And I'll tell you.
This is a press conference of him saying that he needs to change the way he is off the court. It needs to be better. That was when he got suspended the first time. Ain't nothing changed. So.
Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of Fernando Tatis. It reminds me of Fernando Tatis from the Padres.
Yeah.
And MLB. He's gotten suspended multiple times too for doing steroids, and he still hasn't learned. Like last year, like he got suspended his first couple, like his second year he got suspended for a while, and then last year he got suspended for like 2 seasons basically. He barely came back. So. It reminds me a lot of that.
And he doesn't learn, bro.
Both of them, he didn't learn from it, and I don't know. I guess Ja didn't learn from it either. So.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, bro. Is like, okay, let's say he actually is hanging around hood people, flashing a gun and stuff like that, bro. Like, the worst thing that happens too, like, what if he ends up getting shot, bro? Like, what if he like legitimately ends up getting shot, bro? Because he decides to hang around the hood when he doesn't necessarily need to. And I hate bringing this up, bro, because this is like one of my favorite rappers ever, bro. Like, but you saw what happened to Takeoff, bro. He didn't need to be hanging around hood people. And he ended up getting shot, bro. It wasn't even him either, bro. It was some other drama going on in that situation. And he ended up getting shot because he decided to hang around the hood. When Takeoff doesn't need to be around the hood, bro. You see stuff happening like this. It's like the worst that could happen, bro. It's not getting suspended. Any of this bullshit, bro. Like, what if he actually ends up getting shot, bro? Like, bullshit like that. Like, he doesn't need to be around, like, these people. He doesn't need to be around the hood, bro. Like, you're done with that, bro. You're done with it. I don't see why you need to be out here flashing guns and doing all this other bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know anymore about Ja, bro. I don't even know what's worse. I was thinking about this right now. I was thinking about it earlier when I saw this. I was thinking about Zion having his injury problems, but that's something you can't control. Like, Ja, both of them are same draft, top 2 picks.
Yeah.
One of them, like, I don't know. One of them has injury problems, but I think I would rather take the guy who's injured. Because Zion at least tries. Like, Zion is not injured. John Morant,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck John's doing. So I don't know. I don't know which one you'd rather have. The guy who can't fucking the guy who's fucking waving around guns, or the guy who's. I'd probably want the guy who's injured, because at least the guy who's injured is actually being the face of my franchise. Because John Morant's not being the face of the franchise when he's fucking waving around guns. You know what's funny? Is that he's not even from the hood. He's a fucking. His dad made money. His dad made good money. They live like in a regular neighborhood, like a regular white neighborhood. So I don't know
What's a private school too? Didn't he? Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. What is that?
It was dumb. I don't know what John's doing. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, that. Oh boy, he's proven that he can't learn either, bro. I can only imagine how pissed off the Grizzlies front office are right now. The front office, maybe even the teammates, bro. The teammates are gonna be starting the year without their star player, bro, off of some bullshit that he already got suspended for in the past, and he has full control over.
That what?
I said, imagine how pissed off if you're one of Jaw's teammates.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if you're you gotta start the year without your best player, and all because of some shit that he could have controlled.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks is probably gone too, so they're missing him. They're probably have a different looking team next year, especially at the beginning of the year. They've been missing Jaren Jackson Jr. the last couple of years on injury, so I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Taylor Jenkins is a pretty good coach though, so they'll probably.
He's got a lot to put up with, man. He's got a lot to put up with.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it called? I wanted to go back into the Sixers because we're pretty much done with everything else. I wanted to go back to the Sixers because I saw Joel Embiid say that they have unfinished business though. I don't know what unfinished business he's talking about because Harden's gone, man. I don't know. He's like he said something about right now. He's like, oh, me and Harden still have unfinished business with this team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Harden's. He's gone. I do want to bring up something though. I just saw something. I don't have any hope for the Sixers anymore. But I saw this from Bleacher Report. It says that not Bleacher Report. It's from one of the pages I follow. It says that PG and Kawhi, they also had a complete meltdown in Game 7 in the bubble. They're in the bubble. Mm-hmm. They also didn't play good. But they just scapegoated Doc Rivers, so next year they made the conference finals. So, maybe.
After scapegoating Doc Rivers, yeah.
Yeah.
After the star players have a meltdown, you scapegoat Doc Rivers, and then conference finals appearance, you break your drought too after a long time. Who knows? Maybe they could get away with it. The only problem with that though is that Kawhi ended up going down. So let's say they actually do make the conference finals, and then Embiid goes down.
Yeah, it would just be tough. Yeah, but I think Harden's gone. So what I would do if Harden really didn't care about the money, I would just chase the ring. If he didn't really care about his money anymore. But he could also care about the money, because if he goes to Houston, I think he just cares about the money.
Yeah.
No. Because if he goes to Houston, it's just for the money. There's no other reason why. But
before his past choices have shown that he wants to win championships. So, like, the move requesting a trade from Houston to go to Brooklyn, that's shown that he's worried about championships. And then the move from Brooklyn to Philly, I think he was getting frustrated with the situation in Brooklyn, and he thought that if Philly had a good shot to win a championship anyways, So his past actions have shown that he's worried about winning a championship before he retires. Is his mentality the same now? I mean, who knows? I guess we're about to find out this summer. But if I was Harden, bro, I'll just run it back. I mean, yeah, probably just run it back unless you want to take a cheap deal with the Lakers or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I really hope. Damn, man. I need Rockets to get Victor Wembanyama, man. That's what I need. I need something to say.
Oh man. Yeah, they really could
it's pretty
use
hard
that.
to defend Harden anymore, so I don't know what to say anymore about Harden. But yeah, it's pretty. I don't need next offseason is probably the Joel Embiid sweepstakes. To be honest with you, that's why I don't think Harden should even think about going back to Philly, because then he might just be stuck there. Why is he gonna sign a huge deal if Embiid might be gone? Because what if you sign like a 4-year deal with the Sixers this offseason? But then next year you guys flame out again, and Embiid wants to leave. Then you're fucking stuck on
And then
Philadelphia.
he's just stuck there, yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't know, bro. Maybe just sign like a 1-year deal. Just like a 1-year deal with Philadelphia. Run it back another year, and once Embiid is out,
he can opt into his deal though. That's why. If he really wanted to come back to
Philadelphia, it's a player option.
Yeah, it's a player option. You can opt into his deal.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah, that's probably the smart choice. That's probably the best choice, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, a smart choice for him would probably be just, if he really wants the money, because he's probably gonna get on a full max deal if he wants to go to Houston.
Yeah, that's true. He'd probably cash in out right now then, because I don't know if he'd get that same deal next year.
I don't think so. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because Embiid's probably gone next year. I would think.
Yeah.
That's when you probably bring up teams like the Knicks or the Pelicans again.
Yeah.
Even the Thunder too. I think the Thunder would trade for him. Have him and Shai or Shea.
Yeah. Keep
All my teams
SGA.
want to trade for him.
Have that duel. Yeah.
Even though I've been disrespecting Embiid hard in this whole episode, but yeah, obviously, people will still want Embiid.
Still a quality player, bro.
Yeah, he's still.
Like you said, you don't know if he could get it done as a number one.
Yeah,
if you already have your number one set in stone.
At worst, he's still a top 7 player in the NBA. So it's just like, obviously, you're gonna trade for him. Like at least he's top 10. Like I still think he's top 7 or top 8. At least there. Obviously, you're still gonna trade for him. Obviously, you have a chance. So, yeah.
All right. Is that all you wanted to say about Philadelphia?
Yeah, that's probably it. We can also bring up some NFL news real quick. It's basically nothing, but just something to talk about the NFL. Shaquille Griffin signed with the Texans, a 1-year, $3 million deal. It's a pretty solid deal.
Yeah.
He actually fits the scheme a lot better than he did Jacksonville. That's one of the reasons he got cut in Jacksonville. He just didn't fit with them anymore. He was a good fit with them when they had what's his name? Before they hired what's his name? Urban Meyer with Doug Marrone. I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Yeah.
He was a good fit with them, but then, what's his name? Urban Meyer came in, brought his new system in. Shaquille Griffin tore his ACL that season, and last year they brought Doug Peterson in. He really didn't fit Doug Peterson's system or his defensive scheme.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't good because the Jags call a lot of man. He's really his own corner, so it really wasn't good for him. That's why he's getting such a low deal now.
Yeah.
So
but Houston, he might be able to do something though.
Yeah.
I tell you, they need a win, bro, because they don't have a pick next year, so they have no choice but to try to win right now.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say about Embiid. Embiid just throwing everything under the bus now. He said, "Me and James, we can't win alone. That's why basketball is played 5-on-5. We need everybody to play way better." Well, obviously,
bro. Tobias and Tyrese Maxey outscored him. I'm pretty sure this game.
Yeah, they did. He only had 15 points.
I mean, to be fair, bro, at least he's giving James Harden his credit, bro. He's trying to convince James Harden to stay.
Yeah, it's because he knows James Harden's gonna leave. That's why. He already knows.
He's doing whatever he can to get James Harden back for another year.
Yeah. At least if James Harden goes back to Houston, I don't have to go to disappointment anymore. Because the Rockets is just like they're the best. They have a chance to make the play-in. So if they make the play-in, I'll be happy. That's it. At least I'm not gonna be disappointed. Like the way I am right now.
Who knows, bro? Maybe with teammate, they'll take a huge leap forward. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'll take a Memphis Grizzlies type of leap forward. They'll be a top team in the West again.
I wish I just didn't pick Harden as my favorite player now. I wish I could go back in time and change my pick. I wish I could just go back in time.
So, who would be better though? What, like Steph?
I just hate it. It's so.
Oh man, yeah, it's pretty tough out here. I mean, I guess it's better than being like a KD fan or a, cause I mean, the only better options would be like a LeBron fan or a Steph fan.
Yeah, at least KD has a ring. Okay, at least KD has rings. I don't give a shit.
I know, but he gets fucking ridiculed for that shit, bro.
Yeah, you know, to me though, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like if Harden did that, if Harden went to Golden State, I wouldn't give a fuck if he had a ring. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit anymore. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess, bro. I guess.
I'm accepting the fact Harden's not winning a ring anymore. I already accepted my fate. This is the year that's sealed.
Yeah.
My fate is sealed. I'm never gonna see him win a ring. And that's how it's gonna be.
Oh man, that's tough, bro.
Yeah.
Man. MVP'd. What were they calling it? MVP'd? On social media, like MVP, ID, yeah. He couldn't get the job done. The best shot to win it. Sold.
Yeah. Damn, bro. That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
What's
take
crazy
your
is
hiatus now.
I know Rockets fans were they're basically saying Harden's a downgrade to our team. Like if we sign Harden, that's just delusion. It's just delusion.
It's pretty hard to downgrade from what you have right now.
I don't know what the fuck. These guys are just hating on Harden now, even more than I am. That's just a delusion.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to downgrade.
Harden, I would rather wait. Personally, me, I would rather wait. I would rather wait for somebody else. I would rather just keep. I would only want to sign like a wing or something. But yeah, we'll talk about that later in another episode. But yeah, this will be the next episode. We'll probably talk about the lottery. See how that goes. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe if I'm not gonna be here anymore, maybe this is the last time you're gonna see me for a while. Depending on the lottery.
Yeah.
Depending on the lottery.
Oh man, I'm about to be running solo episodes for a minute, bro.
Depending on how the lottery goes.
I'm gonna have to start bringing guests to the field for draws. Oh man, okay. We'll see about it then.
You're gonna need to find somebody. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a guest, bro.
You're gonna have to
either run solo or find a guest. Yeah.
You're gonna have to find some guests until at least the fucking end of the finals. I'm not coming back if the Rockets fuck me over too.
And then the Lakers win the finals.
Yeah.
The Lakers win the finals. It's gonna have to get extended. Oh man.
Yeah. If that happens, I'm taking a hiatus to free agency. So that's what's gonna happen.
It's all free agency, bro. Just gonna be me up until July, man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that. If the Rockets get fucked over too, I'm just done.
Oh man, okay, yeah.
I have a question about the lottery though. I have a theory. Like, it could just be completely rigged because it's not like they're showing us when they're picking the balls. They just show those fucking envelopes. So it could just be. It could legit just be Adam Silver picking the teams that he wants to be good or have a good pick.
Yeah.
So
hey, bro, Adam Silver, bro. You know, it's a big money move. It's a big money move if you got Luka and Wembanyama on the same team. I know that's a big draw for the future, man. You're becoming a global market there. You got France, you got Spain, you got Slovenia all coming together. You got all of Europe coming together on this one, bro. You get to open up that whole international market. I mean, come on, Silver. You know what the move is, man. Get 3% chance.
I think he's gonna pick like one of the small market teams. Ever since he's been the commissioner with this new lottery system, it's always been small market teams as the number one pick.
Yeah, nah, for real. Because he easily could have gave Zion to LA, bro, that year. He could have easily gave him to New York, bro. That was like a lock.
Yeah.
He could have gave Zion to New York, but he didn't.
I'm afraid Adam Silver's gonna fuck us over because we hired Ime Udoka. I'm afraid.
Hey man.
I'm afraid.
Adam, bro, open up the international market, bro. Open up the international market.
If you just pick the team to get him, if it was like a small market team, I think it would be San Antonio that you would pick. If it was him picking, if it was legit him picking.
Yeah, have San Antonio rise to the top again. Yeah, that would make sense. That like legit makes sense too, bro, because they're already one of the worst teams. They already got a little bit better odds than the rest of the team. I'll tell you that 3% chance, bro. That 3% chance.
Yeah.
Dallas could hit, bro. Yeah, Luka, Kyrie, and Wembanyama. It seems like a championship team to me.
I'm expecting us to get fucked over anyway, so I'm already just expecting.
Bro, God damn. Oh, you've got a good players. I mean, the past two ones. I mean, looking back at it right now, I'd rather have Jalen Green over Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, but I don't even want the first pick. I just want I want the second or I want the third. Give me the third. I don't give a shit anymore. Just give me the third. I want the sixth.
They've got it at the past 2 years, bro. I don't know what to tell you. They've already got it. Yeah. They've already got it, their picks. And they've got it milled out, too, because Oklahoma should have had some of those picks, too.
Yeah. They have our pick next year. So.
Yeah.
The Rockets have to try next year at least something. I guess we have Brooklyn's pick, though, so I guess we'll have something. Hopefully Brooklyn sucks. Because Brooklyn, I don't think Brooklyn's going to be that good. I think this is like kind of like this season I think it was kind of like a fluky.
Just because they started off so hot at the beginning of the year. Unless Jackie Vaughn is just that good of a coach, bro. I mean, who knows?
Like, I legitimately think the Rockets will still have a lottery pick just because of Brooklyn. I think they'll be in the lottery. I don't think they're going to make... I don't personally think they're that good to make the playoffs again. Maybe they are. But, like, I don't see them making it next year.
Yeah. Alright, so that does it. Our next episode, we're going to be talking about the lottery. And we have it here, bro. Joe, if Houston gets screwed over in the lottery, man, then... Oh, man, you'll just be hearing from me and a few other guests that we bring into the show, maybe. But I guess that's going to do it for today's episode, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll come at you sometime next week. I'll tell you lottery recap some of the conference finals. So, yeah. Peace out, and we'll see y'all next time.